Meet Deuce, our little warrior. He was abandoned after being diagnosed with hydrocephalus, a condition that causes extra fluid to build up around the brain. But if there's one thing Deuce refuses to do, it's give up. Even on shaky little legs, he's still trying to move forward one tiny step at a time. And honestly, that determination says a lot about this little guy already. Deuce just had a great checkup, and for the first time, there's real reason to feel hopeful. His vet believes he has better than a 50-50th chance of survival, which is encouraging news for a puppy with hydrocephalus. Even more surprising, although Deuce is considered a double merle, his eyes look healthy, and he doesn't appear to be blind. His hearing will need to be evaluated as he gets older, since some conditions can take time to fully assess in young puppies. And somehow, between all the exams and cuddles, Deuce managed to steal the hearts of just about everyone at Ludwig's Corner Vet. At some point, everyone around Deuce started asking the exact same question. Why is he so stinking cute? Maybe it's that tiny face. Maybe it's the way he keeps trying, even when things aren't easy. Or maybe it's because Deuce somehow turns the smallest little moments into something impossible not to smile at. One tiny wiggle, one curious look, and suddenly, everyone's completely obsessed. And look at that, Deuce is already making progress. He gained half an ounce in just one day, and for a tiny puppy like him, that's actually a pretty big win. Healthy weight gain can be an encouraging sign that a puppy is eating well and getting stronger, especially for little ones who need extra care early in life. It's hard to explain, but something about Deuce makes people slow down for a second. Maybe it's because he's so tiny. Maybe it's because life hasn't exactly been easy on him from the very beginning. But when you see him curled up safely, looking this peaceful, one thought naturally comes to mind: this little guy is truly precious, not because he's fragile, but because he keeps showing up one tiny day at a time. And here comes another big milestone look who has officially started eating wet food. For a tiny puppy like Deuce, moments like this matter more than they might seem. Learning to eat on his own is an important step toward growing stronger and gaining healthy weight. Soft food can also be easier for little puppies to manage as they develop. Safe to say, Deuce seemed pretty proud of himself too. These days, Deuce has discovered a few new favorite things: his cozy heating pad and his little warmies buddies. Keeping puppies like Deuce warm is especially important, since tiny bodies can have a harder time regulating temperature, particularly when they're still growing or medically fragile. And judging by this sleepy little cuddle session, Deuce seems completely in love with his new setup. Safe, warm, and surrounded by comfort. Not a bad way to spend the day. Deuce's tiny inner thoughts. Okay, nobody move. I live here now. Alright, everyone. Drum roll, please. It was finally time to weigh the little man, and the results gave everyone something to celebrate. Deuce arrived weighing just 7 ounces, and in less than a week he had already gained 1.9 ounces. At this point, there was one very serious problem in the house. How is anyone supposed to get anything done with this level of cuteness around? One minute you're trying to focus. The next, Deuce is stretching, snuggling, or making one of those tiny little puppy faces that somehow stops time for a second. Honestly, productivity never stood a chance. And just like that, Deuce reached 10.3 ounces. From only 7 ounces when he arrived, this little guy's making steady progress, and with tiny puppies, every ounce counts. Safe to say, Deuce earned this celebration. Deuce's tiny inner thoughts. Look at me. Basically a big guy now. And just when everyone thought Deuce couldn't get any cuter, there was a tiny little flick at the very end of his tail. Not exactly a full wag yet, but definitely a tiny spark of personality shining through. Deuce's tiny inner thoughts. Yup, that tail works. You're welcome. After a long day of growing, cuddling, and being impossibly adorable, it was finally time for some well-earned rest. Sweetest dreams, precious little man. Tomorrow is another day for tiny victories. While Deuce may be slightly offended by the number on the scale, the gains have been coming in fast, and judging by that face, he's clearly not ready to talk about it. But jokes aside, seeing this little guy grow stronger is the kind of progress everyone loves to celebrate. Deuce's tiny inner thoughts. Listen, we're not discussing my weight right now.
All right, moment of truth. What do you weigh? What? Baby! Hey! Don't hide your face. You're embarrassed. 11.9. Hey! Hey! Baby! Deuce!
Look at Deuce now turning into a silly, playful little puppy. From tiny steps to playful moments, this little guy is finally starting to enjoy just being a puppy. And honestly, seeing that playful side come out feels pretty special. Deuce's tiny inner thoughts. Okay, serious business is over. Time to be chaotic. He's growing up so quickly. And now, look at this little guy out exploring the grass like a real puppy for the first time. What once felt uncertain is slowly turning into playful little adventures, one tiny step at a time. Deuce's tiny inner thoughts. Wait, this giant green carpet is outside? Why did nobody tell me sooner? Watching Deuce grow stronger, sillier, and more playful has been such a gift. From a tiny puppy with an uncertain start to a little guy exploring the grass and enjoying life, every small step has meant so much. Thank you for cheering Deuce on and being part of his journey. If you'd like to help us continue caring for special little ones like him, you can support us by pressing the thanks button, subscribing to the channel, or becoming a channel member. Every bit of support truly makes a difference. And for now, Deuce still has plenty more adventures ahead.